right. What's going on, man?
Man, we've been gone for a little bit, and there's some good old stuff done happened since the last time we had a chat. So I just wanted to
Yeah,
bounce some ideas off of you, as they
few
say,
things going on.
or come together for fellowship. However you want to slice it.
Yeah. What's on your mind?
First one, we're on the road to WrestleMania. How we feeling about the bumps and bruises and the road? How are we traveling? How we feeling with this upcoming WrestleMania?
I mean, shoot, the main thing they got going on is night one and night two is going to pretty much be the Bloodline and Cody Rhodes and Seth. That's the only thing they really. Oh no, well Bailey and EO, and then
Ironing out that, yeah.
Rhea and who's Rhea going against? Rhea Ripley.
Becky, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah. But the
because we knew
main,
Becky was gonna win the Elimination Chamber. Yeah,
yeah, but the main dish is Bloodline versus Cody and Seth. Night one is going to be a tag team match, which
what you think about the stipulation, and then what do you think about all that? How to play in and all that has been going.
The Rock and Roman probably going to win, and then Roman to lose the next night. Yeah.
Interesting.
Have Bloodline rules, anything go. There's going to be a whole bunch of people interfering and chaos, and then Cody's going to end up with the victory.
As far as the go ahead.
That's my guess.
As your guess. As far as the Rock returning and coming back, how have you felt about that?
I mean, it's The Rock. Who don't like The Rock? But
there's a bunch of people that don't,
Yeah, I mean, it seems like every year they got to call The Rock and Stone Cold for WrestleMania every year.
Oh, man.
Man.
Oh, man.
Y'all got plenty of talent that y'all can bring up to that level.
That's
What's
true.
LA Knight doing now? What's AJ Styles doing now?
They'll probably have something.
CM Punk got hurt.
Yeah.
But
because they look like LA Knight and AJ probably gonna have a story yet. They could probably have something at WrestleMania. Yeah. That's what it's looking like.
LA Knight was on fire 4 months ago, man.
He was.
I mean, I don't know. But
yeah,
that's the WWE move. You call the legends in, and I get it. But The Rock, he's The Rock,
Exactly. I have no problem with him coming back. I'm glad he came back with the heel. I do think my one conspiracy theory. I do think that they pivoted because they didn't know. I think The Rock didn't get the reaction that he wanted. I think they finally had to force him. They had to force him into being, into a heel and kind of convince him more of like, all right, you got to come in and be the. Because once the reaction of Cody getting the reaction he got, you had no choice. You had no choice but to essentially make The Rock, heel.
There was still no explanation of the first night why Cody gave up the spot, but I guess they just forget that.
That's why I said that's where the pivot. Because he tried to explain it. The Rock tried to explain it. I think in that 20-something minute promo, he tried to explain it, and to me it made sense. I get it, but then I was just like, at least you tried to, at least you laid it out and tried to, marinate it, make it seem like it was better than, what it was. I kind of understood now. It made a little bit more sense when they kind of had to explain it, and I talk about this all the time up here. I'm like, I can see it where Roman turns on The Rock. I can see that happening. And where like I'm the true, and The Rock does something that where the Roman doesn't like it. Because honestly, if that's what you're trying to build up to, that's the way you kind of have to do it.
Yeah.
For them to build up to something for next year, The Rock has to be the bad guy, or the Roman has to be the bad guy, and The Rock has to be the good guy. Because he wants to be cheered at the end of the day.
The Rock wants to be cheered.
Yeah, unfortunately.
SummerSlam or
unfortunately.
The Saudi show, we can't save it for that.
Nope.
Sure
Gotta wait for a whole other year.
They want The Rock too?
Yeah, because that's what they said. They said he's probably gonna have to wrestle there. That's the reports that I read, that he may wrestle there before WrestleMania. Because that Saudi show I heard is supposed to be, it's supposed to be before WrestleMania. I think that's the next big thing leading up to Mania. And then the other topic we talked about up here is it? Isn't?
The Saudi show that's later on in the year. They had one.
Oh, it's later on in the year,
and then another one in like October.
I got it confused. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, I got it confused. Yeah. The next topic we talked about it up here. Mm-hmm. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, this is the day after the second night of WrestleMania. Cody wins. What's next? What happens next? Who would be Cody's first legit opponent? Because essentially, like Seth said, you reset the WWE universe, or reset the Marvel franchise, or whatever. You reset the WWE universe. What would be the basically with Roman losing it? Would that be a bad thing? Long story short,
I would say Roman get his rematch, but they probably don't want him to lose twice. Man, who's all on Raw?
There you go. See that we started talking. We started. We said
because I think Drew gonna beat Seth.
Yeah.
Oh, Cody and Seth. There we go. Yeah.
Cody and Seth. Okay. I said you got to throw Gunther in there too.
Seth can't keep losing. Gunther.
He can't. Exactly. Yep. That's the only one we kind of came up to. Was like it's got to be him. That's what we said. Because if you have Cody beat him, then you really reset everything is back and the norm. And then basically Roman would be the new Brock Lesnar. And then how valuable is Roman if he doesn't have that title on him? So that's why long as the topic came about having Roman lose the title, would that be a bad thing? That's why we snuck that question in. Yeah.
He'll be fine because they're probably going to extend this who's the head of the bloodline story. And you don't need a title for that. So it's going to lead up to the Rock and Roman, which everybody wants to see. So yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gunther. Yeah, that's probably. Again, who's going to beat him? Because I think they're doing like a 4-way match to see the number one contender for the. Who was all in it? Gable and Ricochet.
Yeah, Gable, Ricochet. Who was the other?
I forgot.
Yeah, Sami Zayn is in it. And then who else? It was Clay. I remember them announcing it, but like I said, it's slipping my mind.
End up being Gunther.
Yeah. And I was thinking about even breaking Finn out of the, have him go his separate way within that. So yeah, like I said, just thinking of who all they could bring up as a. Then you still got Damian Priest with the Money in the Bank. Say
that. What is he gonna do with that case? It's meaningless, man. He's not gonna cash. Who's gonna cash? Well, he could cash in on Seth and Drew. That could be something.
It could. And then, like you said, now here go the next question: if Cody wins, do they send the belt to Raw? Because technically, is it technically the SmackDown belt?
Forgot about that.
Yeah, so that's why
Cody moves to SmackDown.
That's what, like I said, Cody moves to SmackDown. I guess that only other logical thing to it. He comes over to SmackDown. So that's why I said I think it's so much interesting. I think that's why. That's what we were trying to. Shout out to my boy KB. We were talking about that. We be talking about that stuff. So we just be, like I said, that's what the biggest topic was. Having Roman lose, does it truly reset the universe? And then who would be the next quality opponents to really? Because like I said, they were trying to devalue Seth's belt, and they wish they essentially kind of did. They essentially kind of did.
Yeah.
They essentially kind of did, devalue his belt, but they wasn't trying to do it, but it just how it happened.
Yeah. That's everybody know that's the second place belt.
Yeah, I hate to say it.
Yeah, Yeah.
Because they've always tried to treat the WC, because it's essentially the extension of the WC, the old WCW giant belt, right? The big face belt, right?
Yeah, they took, yeah.
Yeah, it's extension. Yeah, it's extended family or distant cousin. We'll call it the distant cousin to try to rework that belt. So, like I said, I'm still interested to see what they entail going forward. And the other topic I just thought about it. Does Bailey basically win at WrestleMania?
Yeah, she should. Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. It's set up for her to get her clean win or her win at WrestleMania. Because
I was thinking, because she has no friends now, because everybody turned on her. Who could be her friend?
But she did cause it on herself.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, that's what Bianca basically was telling her in that little backstage thing was
Bianca turning heel.
And that was they planted the seeds. Is that what I call it? Yep. They planted the seeds for that, and I'm all for that too. I'm all for something different. Do we see? I got another topic. Do we see Jade Cargill debuting before SummerSlam? Well, technically she debuted at WrestleMania, but would she have a match? Yeah. Who would?
She got to be a Mania, man. Just show up, do something.
I'm saying. Do you think does she appear? I mean, does she appear in the ring in a match?
With probably Nia Jax or something like that.
Oh man,
showcase match.
A showcase match. That's that's interesting to throw them out to the fire like that. I'll be interested to see how they throw that in there. And then you always flipping segments real fast. Mm-hmm. You always say it. And the more and more I really think about it, and I've been going through it, bruh. Mm-hmm. Wrestling Twitter is a toxic place, dog.
It is. It's man.
It's so
ever since 2019 when AEW got announced, that's when it started.
Man.
All these faceless Twitter accounts, they just don't do nothing but talk about AEW and how. I've never seen anything like it. It's
the tribalism is crazy, and respectfully, it's on both ends. It's both ways. It's AEW diehards that they can't stand. They can't stand WWE. They got all the little botch pages. They got all of that, and you just like sometimes, like I said, you get in the loophole, go down the rabbit hole, and you just sit there and read all of it back and forth.
I see more
back and forth
anti-AEW accounts though.
That's also true too. That's also true too.
It's crazy, man.
It really is. And like I said, I see both sides of the spectrum and I understand it. I get it. But like you said, it's just recently, as of the last couple of days, that's another reason why I wanted to get on and bounce some ideas off of you, because boy, it's bad. And I was going down the rabbit hole reading a bunch of it. I'm looking like, bruh. And a lot of them don't even look like they even been, wrestling fans for that long.
They're not. They're just trolls. That's it. It's just trolls. That's it.
Exactly.
Faceless trolls that they just want to talk behind the keyboard.
Yes. And then like
some of them have faces. They're real people and they're anti AEW. Like, are y'all getting a check from WWE or like what y'all? Y'all are not wrestling fans. You're WWE fans, and that's fine. Just say that. But you're not wrestling fans. You can't be a wrestling fan and you dunk on wrestlers and talk about how many people sitting in the stands. Like, are you watching what's in the ring? Or are you watching the people in the audience? Like, well, I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
And you did a great segue right there and kind of transitioning into AEW. They've been, this is the time they want it. This is the time that they're asking for. They're getting ready to hit the ground running with some big debuts over the last couple of weeks so far. And they got one more slated for this Wednesday. Yeah.
Now she had a interview. Mm-hmm. She made some comments saying, I'll be back in. Everybody's jumping on that. Oh, see,
who hasn't said that? Who hasn't said that when they've left? Right. That's the crazy thing that killed me. Right. At least everybody say that, and they even say that the door usually is going to be open, and they always come back. It's just how it is. Nothing's wrong with that.
Anything to dunk on AEW. That's all. That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
That's all.
Like you said it earlier. And the quickest one, the one that starts to get irritating to me is, oh well, they're only doing it. Nobody's on the camera side. They're and they packing out the house, and like, of course, they had a 30-year head start.
Right.
Like, there's nothing wrong with appreciating both ends of the spectrum.
The business goes up and down. Raw used to be in high school gyms.
Exactly. They was on tape delay.
Right. In like 2016 or 17, SmackDown, only half of the building was sold out. This was when Dean Ambrose was the champion and all that. The business goes up and down, man. And that's all it is. But, AEW, that's the first company ever to just sell one half of the building.
And remember when they was on, I even go back to when they was on TNN. Remember they was on TNN. They wasn't getting them ratings on TNN back in the days. There was a stretch where folks wasn't watching. It was a stretch where folks wasn't watching.
Ever since 2001, the ratings have been going down, down, down every year. Now they're at like 1 point something million. They used to be at 5. Then it was 4, and then it was 3. Nobody says anything about that. As long as they got more than AEW, it's fine. All right.
Exactly. All I say is give it.
Another thing, all these faceless and real people, all they talk about, the business is so great in WWE and they're selling out everything. As a wrestling fan, why do I care about that? I don't get a piece of that. I don't get a check for them. I don't get anything for that. They don't ever talk about what's going on in the ring. It's always
because anything they taking the money. They taking our money. Yeah, they taking our money.
Right. Oh, everything's sold out every week. Okay, that's fine. But what about what's going on in the ring? The actual in-ring product.
Because there was some years. It was some years, and it was what out there. I was watching them. That's what had me thinking about the rabbit hole. I was looking. They were talking about 2019. Somebody made a whole video clip of like all of the worst stuff from 2019, and people remember. Exactly.
Nobody says anything.
Exactly. That's my only thing.
2019, January 2019, when AEW got announced. Boy.
And speaking of like I said, diving into AEW, what did you think about Revolution and all of that and that pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, Revolution was great. Was great. Only match I didn't really like was the 8-man scramble. That was pretty much a Wardlow because everybody not being healthy and things of that nature. They really couldn't piece that match. Piece those matches together. That was a good show, man. That
it really was.
Ospreay to catch the match.
That was the match of the night. Yes, that was. Yeah, that match was.
Ospreay is getting a lot of cheers everywhere he go. I think they found a new baby face.
Yeah,
Ospreay.
I think so too. He was tough. He was tough, and that, and then the match with Kyle Fletcher. When on Dynamite, that was a good way to close out Dynamite. That was a good match too. And it's like, he giving out. But then, like I said, here go the negative. They be like, well, they only did it with a certain amount of people there. And I'm like, bro, like I said, can you just enjoy it? You got to watch it on TV. If you watched it, you pretty much enjoyed it.
They show one part of the arena on TV, and that side looked good. And like, who cares, man? It's a TV show. They're not shooting that other side. They shooting this side, and that side look good. The crowd was into it. Like, come on, man.
Because then, like, for some that they would say, well, they should be in a smaller venue. But then the next thing is they gonna hold that against them. Oh, well, they can't sell out arenas. It's like that. So you moving the goalposts. You keep moving the goalposts.
Yeah.
Either way. So it's all good. It's all good.
It's disgusting.
It is. It did. What did you think about Okada's debut?
I liked
the Rainmaker.
I liked it because him and the Bucks are best friends in real life. And, I was reading reports that they had this in the works for a minute. They said
I was just about to say.
I think it's great. I mean,
because it can lead to a future Kenny. Kenny and
Kenny that's coming.
In the U.S. In the U.S. over getting kicked out of
Wembley.
Yeah, that was saying getting kicked out. If you I don't know he said something on Twitch about he's still trying to just get healthy. Doesn't know if he still need like another surgery on something. I forgot what he was fully saying, but you got that once he comes back.
Yeah,
and then we'll be getting Ospreay and Bryan Danielson We'll be getting that soon. So
yeah. That's at the new pay-per-view
Dynasty. Yes, sir.
April 21st.
Yes, sir. Now, look,
yeah.
what do you feel about? Got to bring this topic up. What do you feel about essentially like Tony Khan not releasing the card earlier, or releasing the card on short notice, or not releasing the card, or releasing matches to get people to come in to watch the
for Dynamite?
Yeah, or Collision. You know how things that kind of line up, and then sometimes for Rampage.
There's probably something they got to work on as far as promotion of their shows, so they can get some more ticket buyers, and they probably need to work on that. Like I said, they got new people in the front office.
Yeah, I always say it worked into the marketing. Like, and I think it's the network that you, not the network, but the area that you go into and the market that you go to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some areas are hotbeds and some aren't. As we know, when CM Punk was there, Chicago was a hotbed. You know, New York is usually a hotbed. Texas is a hotbed. I know you kind of try to go different places just to see where your market is at. But like I said, you can't keep going to the same places, over and over. But I think I read something a while back, basically Tony Khan was saying they do kind of go to those places like that to build the relationships to try to, in the future, host a pay-per-view somewhere. Like Greensboro, the North Carolina area, that's another good market for them as well. I think, like I said, it just ultimately depends on your market. And what do you have for the potential? We're going to say potential until it happens. What do you see for the potential debut of Mercedes Mone in AEW? What are you looking to get out of? Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
Their women's roster they've gotten a boost, and we still got to get Jamie Hayter back too.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. I just want to see you, man. Let's keep going. Like I said, they got to get that momentum back.
Fantasy booking. Who would you want to see her first matchup with? My for fantasy booking, who would you want to see her first match be?
Britt Baker.
That's what I was thinking.
Thunder Rosa, somebody like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Because that's what I said. I don't know. Is she hurt, or I know Jamie Hayter's still Britt Baker.
Yeah, she had a back. She had a back injury that she's been dealing with for a minute.
Okay, that's what she's been out on the shelf. Gotcha. And then same with Hayter, right? She had her knee. Was it her knee or something else?
I never heard anything. I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. She been gone for a minute.
Yeah, she was gone for. I knew she was injured, but I can't remember if it was like the knee or back or something like that. And I didn't know Britt Baker with the back issue. That's why I was asking. I didn't know she had a that she had a back issue. And then the other question, do you see AEW getting a streaming deal before the year of 2024 ends?
I think all that's going to be in their next deal that they're negotiating now. So it'll probably be something with Max, since all that's Warner Brothers. So it'll probably be on Max, and I think they're going to get an increase on their show. So they'll be all right. They fine. Like I say, they just got to work on getting more people in the buildings, but they putting on good shows, man. Just the haters. If you follow wrestling Twitter, you wouldn't know it. You just think that it's just the worst company ever.
Exactly.
Hey man, just watch the shows yourself. Take your own, get your own view of it. Stop listening to
others' biases. Yeah,
bad faith podcasters like Jim Cornette and his sidekick, who that's their whole show.
Have their opinion.
The whole show. It's so lame, man. It's so lame. Unfunny jokes.
Exactly, so and it's like you don't, and it is what it is. And like I said, I always feel like it's because they had their chance and they didn't really get an opportunity to be in a certain position, because they may have probably burnt bridges, on their own. So, and then the last thing before we, that'll be the last one before we get out here. What's your take on the Meltzer's rating system?
It's his
What's
opinion.
your
That's it.
right?
It's his opinion. There's other people. There's other people that do ratings. It's their opinion.
Right.
I'm not sure who or why people take it so serious.
Right.
He's never said that. Well, my rating system. This is
It's
the one that matters. He
the
never
stamp
said
of
that.
approval. Yes, the stamp of
He never
approval.
said that.
Yeah.
He never said that. He said, this is just my opinion. You can have your opinion. If you think it's a 5-star match, they give it 5 stars, and it's a 5-star match. But like, again, it's just some people
gets all worked up.
Meltzer did be all in all, and it's just his opinion.
I
You can
say,
have your own opinion.
Like you said, I take it as it was because he built the platform, and that's usually what I always think of it like the recruiting game in sports. People build their recruiting platforms, and decide who are 4 or 5 stars, and this because there's no concrete metric or set in stone the way you got to determine. Like I said, it's all people's opinion, and if you like the opinion, you rock with it. If not, it is what it is. I know sometimes I do use it for reference points. So if it's like, especially like the New Japan stuff. But like I said, he loves so much of that style that he's gonna give it a little bit of higher, a little bit of, and that's one way of liking it.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
He says he uses it as a like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you're trying to put somebody on to something, hey,
reference points,
5-star, hey, you might want to check this out. If it's 4,
reference points,
match.
yeah.
If it's 1 star, don't even worry about it. 2, 3, it's a pretty solid match. That's all it is. It's not trying to dunk on nobody. How come Kurt Angle doesn't have a 5-star match?
Or just, I think the most recent one I saw was how come John Cena doesn't have one or at least 1 or 2 5-star matches? All of that, it's like why do you should have more than one? Or because somebody asked him. And even Kenny Omega said something about it. He was like, everything ain't the same,
It's one man's opinion. It's his opinion. Everybody's allowed to have their opinion. Well, Meltzer's not allowed to have an opinion. That's what I see.
A long story short, that's what I said.
Every time he says something, he said his fact. He didn't say his fact. He just gave his opinion, just like everybody.
So
does.
quick, bro. The general population be so quick to.
You got it wrong. No, he didn't. He gave his opinion.
Y'all trying to take it as the gospel, and it's the truth.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we all just fans. At the end of the day, we all just fans. And a lot of them insiders getting 3rd or 4th hand information anyway. That's why they always say according to the source, because they because they getting it from a 3rd, 4th. It might not even be the real source information that they got.
Now the new person to dunk on is Sean Ross Sapp, but all this stuff be legit. He be on the money.
Yeah,
he got good sources, and he's
a little arrogant. He's definitely a little arrogant.
You think he's arrogant?
Yeah, I think he is.
Dunk on people who be coming at him wrong. I don't.
That's true too. That's true. I give you that.
You come at me wrong, I'm gonna get back at you.
Yeah, I give you that.
He actually ran up on somebody. He had words with what's that guy name? He be with Vince Russo. Or he used to be.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think I remember
the same place. He walked in, hey, what's up? And he yelled out, "Oh no, hey man, no, you was saying all that.
Want the energy? Exactly. You want the energy? We here now. You want a nigga here now?
Yeah. I think he's like real tall, and nobody knows that until they actually see him, and they're like, "Oh, hey man, hey."
Exactly. So, yes, sir. But yeah, that's all I had.
Did you see the promo on SmackDown Friday?
They had to hurry
cut it short.
Yeah, they had to hurry up. Yeah.
Hey, man, Fox don't play 10 o'clock. We gotta get the news on, man.
Listen.
Y'all better hurry.
Listen. They put the caption up at 9:58. I'm looking like, they still going. Usually they cut off at 9:58.
Y'all better hurry up, cause the news about to come on.
Did you see some of the markets? Some of the markets didn't even catch the slap. They didn't get to see it. Yep. We got to see it. The Charlotte. We got to see it in the Charlotte market.
They showed it here. Like they showed the little thing at the bottom. I said, they getting close, and he's slapping
That's the first thing. He slapped him. It went right out. Fade to black. Fade to black. Fade to black. They don't play about the cutoff time, bro. They don't play about none of that. Yes, sir. But like you said,
oh fuck, she should have gave him a run over. No. Fox
No,
don't
they
play
don't
that.
work like that. That's extra
10
money.
o'clock news.
That's extra. Yes, that's extra money you got to pay. And
That's
they
real,
ain't trying
yeah.
to pay Fox. Yeah, they ain't trying to pay Fox the extra money. WWE still cheap when it comes to stuff like that. They ain't got time to be paying that overflow because that stuff add up. That's a lot of money to be doing the overflow and stuff like that.
You see, when college football comes back, they moving SmackDown to FS1.
I saw that. But that'll only be, you know, I say that'll only be like maybe 2 months, maybe.
Yeah.
Because they'll be on their tail end of the deal, and they'll be going over to back to USA.
I think they still gonna be on Fridays on USA.
That's what I like I said. I thought it was gonna be Tuesdays.
Nah, they're gonna keep it on
because they said October 1st. Because I remember them saying October 1st. That's on a Tuesday. So I wonder if they're gonna switch it and say, you know, as probably like after August. And kind of make that announcement that it'll be like I said, moving to Fridays. But that's gonna be interesting because I heard that that's why I thought they didn't want to do Fridays because of, you know, college, especially in the fall, college football, and then of course now, you know, you got basketball now, Friday nights on ESPN and stuff, and then, you know, you'll have this span with these next couple weeks. I know that's why Collision is gonna be taped these next couple weeks because, you know, you got March Madness. And, you know, Turner and TBS, you know, all that's going to get ready to happen. So they're going to move some of that stuff around. And, you know, that's their big partnership that they have with the March Madness. So you can expect Collision to get moved around these next couple of weeks. So that's going to be an interesting time for a lot of that, the Collision movement. So we'll be interested to see. And like you said, man, that's all I got right there. So we'll be I appreciate you for letting me bounce some ideas off of you because
we mean to do this. Yeah, we got to get back on this.
Exactly.
A lot of things be going on.
Listen, I'll tell you, bro, every time I see something, I'm like, bro, let me put it in my notes. I gotta put it in my notes. So I make sure to bring it up with Dion. So yeah, like I said, y'all stay tuned in and hopefully, you know, we'll see y'all on the flip side. We're interested to see how this WrestleMania lines up, and then we'll be interested to see what AEW has in store.
All right.
Yes, sir.